Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt like your body needed a few extra minutes before it was ready to move? Maybe you sit on the edge of the bed for a while because your back feels stiff. Or perhaps reaching down to put on your socks has become one of the hardest parts of the day. You might even avoid picking something up from the floor because bending over feels uncomfortable or even painful. If any of that sounds familiar, you're far from alone. For many adults over 60, mornings can be the toughest time of the day. Your joints may feel tighter, your muscles less flexible, and movements that once felt effortless may now require more planning. The good news is that this doesn't necessarily mean you're getting weaker. In many cases, it's simply part of how the body changes with age. The important thing is knowing how to work with your body instead of against it. Today, I'm going to show you a simple morning routine designed especially for seniors who find bending difficult. These are gentle movements you can do right at home. You won't need a gym, you won't need expensive equipment, and you certainly won't need to force your body into painful positions. Instead, these easy exercises are designed to help loosen stiff joints, wake up sleepy muscles, improve your balance, and make everyday activities, from getting dressed to walking through the grocery store, a little easier. Let's begin. Before we start, always move slowly. None of these exercises should cause sharp pain. You should feel a gentle stretch, not discomfort that makes you hold your breath. If you have recently had surgery, severe osteoporosis, a joint replacement, uncontrolled dizziness, or another medical condition that limits movement, talk with your healthcare provider before beginning a new exercise routine. Keep a sturdy chair nearby for support if needed. Wear comfortable clothing. And remember, progress comes from consistency, not perfection. Now let's begin with the very first movement. Morning routine exercise number 1. Wake up your ankles before you stand. This first exercise may seem incredibly simple. In fact, many people skip it. But it may be one of the most valuable movements in the entire routine. Before standing up in the morning, stay seated on the edge of your bed. Place both feet flat on the floor. Now slowly lift your toes toward your body while keeping your heels on the floor. Hold for 2 seconds. Now point your toes gently away from you. Repeat slowly. Next, rotate each ankle in small circles. 5 circles clockwise, 5 circles counterclockwise. Then switch feet. That's it. Why does this help? During the night, your ankles and calves remain relatively still for several hours. Gentle movement begins waking up the muscles and encouraging healthy blood flow before you take your first steps. The National Institute on Aging recommends simple ankle movements as part of balance and mobility exercises for older adults. Healthy ankle mobility also contributes to better balance. When your ankles move well, they're better able to adjust to uneven surfaces while walking. That can reduce the chance of losing your balance. Now let's add another movement. After your ankle circles, gently tap your toes on the floor 20 times. Then raise your heels 20 times. Move at a comfortable pace. No rushing. Many seniors notice that their first few steps feel smoother after spending just 1 minute preparing their ankles. Here's an important safety tip. If you ever feel dizzy when getting out of bed, don't stand immediately. Sit for a minute. Complete these ankle movements first. Then stand slowly while holding onto a sturdy surface. This allows your body a little more time to adjust and may help reduce lightheadedness when changing positions. It may seem like a tiny habit, but tiny habits practiced every morning can make a surprisingly big difference over time. Morning routine exercise number 2. Seated knee hugs for the hips and lower back. If bending over feels difficult, your hips may actually be playing a bigger role than you realize. When the hip muscles become tight, even simple movements like reaching your feet, tying your shoes, or getting into the car can become uncomfortable. This gentle stretch helps loosen the hips and lower back without requiring you to bend forward. Here's how to do it. Sit toward the front of a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Sit tall without leaning back. Slowly lift one knee toward your chest using both hands if it's comfortable. If you can't lift your knee very high, that's perfectly okay. Bring it only as far as your body allows. Hold the position for about 5 seconds while breathing normally. Lower your foot back to the floor. Now repeat with the other leg. Continue alternating for about 8 to 10 repetitions on each side. Move slowly. There's absolutely no need to rush. Why does this exercise help? The muscles around your hips and lower back often become tight after sleeping. Gentle hip movement improves flexibility and helps prepare your body for everyday activities like standing, walking, and climbing stairs. According to the National Institute on Aging, exercises that improve flexibility around the hips and legs are an important part of maintaining mobility and reducing fall risk in older adults. Harvard Health also notes that gentle stretching can help reduce stiffness and improve overall range of motion when practiced consistently. One mistake many people make is pulling the knee too aggressively. Remember, a gentle stretch is enough. You should never feel sharp pain. If lifting your knee with both hands is uncomfortable, simply slide your foot forward and back along the floor instead.
You'll still receive many of the same mobility benefits. Here's another helpful tip. As you lift your knee, breathe out slowly. As you lower it, breathe in. Many people unknowingly hold their breath during stretching, which can make muscles tighten even more. Slow breathing encourages relaxation, and relaxed muscles move much more comfortably. If you're finding this routine helpful, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. And I'd love to get to know you. Leave a comment below with your first name and tell us where you're watching from. It's always inspiring to see viewers joining us from all across the United States and even from around the world. Morning routine exercise number 3, seated cat-cow stretch. Now let's focus on your spine. Your spine works hard every single day. It supports your body while standing. It helps you reach, twist, bend, and walk. But after several hours of sleeping in one position, it's common for the back to feel stiff. This simple seated movement gently wakes up your entire spine. Here's how to do it. Stay seated in your chair. Place both hands on your thighs. Sit with your feet flat on the floor. Now slowly round your back while gently bringing your chin toward your chest. Imagine making the shape of a soft letter C. Hold for 2 seconds. Next, slowly straighten your back. Lift your chest slightly. Look forward, not upward. Allow your shoulders to relax. Then repeat the movement. Round, straighten, round, straighten. Perform this movement about 10 times. Move slowly enough that you can feel each part of your spine moving. Why is this helpful? The spine is designed to move in many directions. Gentle movement first thing in the morning helps reduce stiffness and prepares the back for daily activities. According to Harvard Health, maintaining spinal mobility can improve posture and help reduce discomfort associated with age-related stiffness. The National Institute on Aging also encourages flexibility exercises as part of a complete physical activity program for older adults. Many seniors notice they stand a little taller after performing this exercise for just a few days. That's because posture isn't only about strength, it's also about mobility. When your spine moves more freely, standing upright becomes much easier. If this exercise causes discomfort in your lower back, make the movements even smaller. Tiny movements performed comfortably are far better than large movements performed with pain. Remember, this routine is about helping your body feel better, not pushing it beyond its limits. A final word of encouragement. Growing older doesn't mean giving up the activities you enjoy. It doesn't mean accepting stiffness as something you simply have to live with. Your body is remarkably adaptable. According to the National Institute on Aging, regular physical